Hello and welcome to At Home with Mindy. Today we are going to clean the hob of the cooker, because if you can see, the white circles where you put your pans has absolutely got covered in rubbish, all the burnt on stuff. I haven't done this for a couple of months because I wanted it to build up to show you how easy it is to do with the right tools. Warm water and a bit of washing up liquid, an old sponge with a bit of washing up liquid on, and the magic tool is whatever this is, a wool scraper. The blades are, I think it was 10 for just under £2. My husband taught me this after he let me scrape the tiles, all the fat off that, by hand with a sponge. And then he goes, oh, why didn't you just use this? So that's what I've done now. Right, we just got to get the top bit nice and wet. You really need it to be wet so that you don't scratch the glass. Because I was weeing myself when my husband actually showed me how to do it. I'm like, you're going to scratch the glass and I'm going to have to buy new rings. Right, so we've got it nice and soapy. The soap will just help cut the grease as well. I hope I'm doing this right, because I always do things wrong when it comes to doing it on camera. Right, I'll get the blade wet as well, just to be on the safe side. And you literally just rub around. See, I don't know if you can hear that scratchy noise, but it's not scratching. It's just where it's going over the grease and kind it off, sort of thing. We're going to go over it a few times, because I don't think I've done this actual scraping of it. I've obviously wiped it down, but I don't recall doing this since defrosting the freezer, which I did do a video on. So that's how long you'll better work out since I cleaned the cooker properly. And I'm not doing this for Christmas, I'm doing this to start the new year. Oh, that side doesn't sound so good. But I want to start the new year cleaner than this year, because I've been really lazy this year. Oh, that sounds really built up. This doesn't sound like it's going right. But I promise you we will see that white circle in a minute that's been hiding under all this grease. I'll say it's my husband's fault, because when we have burgers, he likes to cook them. So I think it's him that's made the mess. It is never the woman's fault, remember that, ladies. What you need is, if you've got a man, because most people say, oh, tools belong to men, you want them to show you how to do it. That way you get out a bit of housework for a change. Because I love playing the lady card. Oh, I'm a lady, I couldn't possibly change a light bulb. I will do it, but I always try to get out of it. Right, this might take a few minutes, but bear with me and we will see a lovely clean cooker. It doesn't help that I'm trying to stay off of screen. Maybe I'm not using enough elbow grease. I think it's starting to appear, but I don't think you can see it very well. I think the handle, this part, may be £3 or £4, but as it turns out it's for doing walls. You can use it on lots of things. I just wish, like I said, my husband had told me before he let me do all the tiles in the kitchen by hand, because there was a lot of grease on those. And when I was telling my daughter about me doing it by hand, she goes, why don't you use elbow grease? And I said, you cheeky girl. And it turns out it's a product. Not that I'm trying to plug anything, but I just thought she was being really cheeky. So, but that would be my middle child, and middle children are always cheeky. It's like a rule, they have to be cheeky. Right, I'm just going to dry it off a bit to see how well we are doing. I can't see through the bubbles now. But like I said, this is a couple of months of build-up, just for the purpose of the video, not because I'm lazy. But it's not coming up as good as I hoped. We'll try a bit of glass cleaner. No, didn't that just scratch it? Ah, I should be doing little short rubs, I think. Would the expert like to take over for a minute? Ah, there you go. I'm just not doing it right. It's because I'm convinced I was going to scratch it on screen. Can you see how beautifully that white circle is now appearing? See, this is when you have to bite your tongue and say men can do some things better. I'm only saying that because he's standing right next to me, obviously. Let me make it a bit wet again just to make sure. And this is just window cleaner that you would go, same as what you'd use on your windows. But it looks like you could use soap and water, it just looks like it's going to take longer. But I thought soap and water would be better because soap attacks grease. See, and because I give in and let him do some jobs, that's why he's stuck with me so long. He obviously likes feeling strong and powerful. Like all men obviously are. See, it's because I keep playing the weak card. I've convinced myself I'm weak. Right. And then we'll wipe it off and see if we've got 4 circles back. We've got 1, 2, I can't quite reach that one, 3, 4 circles, which isn't bad because I only had half a circle before left over. This was about the cleanest one to start with. So, can you show the tool again? That is the secret to cleaning your hob. You don't need expensive chemicals. Thank you. Bye, and see you on the next cleaning one.